Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today we have the 2018 Porsche Panamera 4S Sport Turismo. I initially apologize for the wind. I'm just going to do a quick walk around and get in the car. Ooh, baby, it's cold outside. Where's the window sticker? All right. So thanks to Porsche of Stratum for allowing me to come by and review it. Let's take, while my salesman is coming back. All right, so this is the 2018 Panamera 4S Sport Turismo, 2.9 liter twin turbocharged V6, 440 horsepower, 405 pound-feet of torque. That's impressive in and of itself. The total price for this one came to $133,390. This one is part of their used inventory. It has 934 miles on it, so not a lot of miles whatsoever. I'm gonna put the heated seats on because it is cold outside. Center console is all nice and pretty. Brushed aluminum. Your clock up top. Ah, there's Liam. Nice panoramic sunroof. Your back seats. So in here you have all your individual modes, your start, stop, individual, sport, and normal. Do that. You have all your different chassis settings. You can go back. That's the wrong back. Chassis height. Oh, that's kind of funky. Go into low. So this does have the air suspension. That might be a little hint to what I'm driving next. Oh yeah. Oh man. Alright, so that's that. My seat is getting warmy. Gee. You also have two wireless or USB chargers. Just overall, really impressive in here. And here's Liam.
Alrighty, let's do it.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. The exhaust on that from the factory is pretty crazy. Kind of reminds me of the F-Type R, but that's I would still say that the Maserati's a little bit toned down from what the F-Type R is from the factory.
Oh yeah, the F-Type R is absolutely insane. There's no reason it needs to be that loud, and it makes no apologies for being that loud.
No.
I might have just gotten lucky.
This car still smells brand new. I'm not sure if you've noticed that, but it still
does.
smells like it has the new car smell on it.
It's essentially like a brand new Panamera.
Pretty much. For $40,000 less than what it was 1,000 miles ago. And this model got redesigned prior to the Macans and the Cayenne, so you still have all your new infotainment screen, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
So I mean, if you're looking for bang for your buck, 18s and 17s even, they're great cars.
Yeah, because 17 was the first year of the refresh.
Yep. But yeah, essentially an 18 would have all the same technology and option possibilities as a 19 or 20 would. So
Absolutely.
if you can save yourself a chunk of change off depreciation, then it's a smart way to buy a car.
Oh, for sure. And as we were stating before, this is not the sport exhaust, so this is just the standard exhaust.
Yep.
You can get it louder, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make it extremely loud by just taking a Sawzall to it, but that won't help resale value.
No. Honestly, though, I find that in most Porsches, unless it's a 911, the sport exhaust almost isn't worth the extra money, just because it doesn't really make it that much louder. If I'm going to spend $5,000-$6,000 on an exhaust, I'm going to get a custom exhaust.
Like a Valvetronic,
Exactly,
yeah. IPE especially.
Yeah. You can make this thing sound a lot better.
Yeah. I'm good. You didn't need to do that for me, Liam. I appreciate it, though.
Absolutely.
It's just such a great sound.
Yeah, the 2.9 really likes to be wrung out through the RPM band.
Almost every Porsche motor
Oh, yeah.
does.
Everyone does.
That's what I love about Porsche, is everything's so well engineered, so when you're ringing it out, it takes it. It loves it, actually.
Yeah. And that's true with the entire family. I mean, even Audis like to be wrung out as well, and so do like GTIs and Golf Rs, all those performance line models. Oh, they all
Absolutely. Actually, I think either next week or the week after I'll start reviewing our VWs at Quirk. So that'll be fun.
Like it.
Still nothing for Audi yet, so if you know anyone. Actually, are the two dealerships owned by the same people?
Yeah, we're affiliated. We're sister dealerships.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Obviously, we don't really sell each other's cars, though.
Oh, right, exactly.
It's kind of taboo if we take in an Audi on trade and don't sell it to the Audi dealership down the street.
Which makes sense, and vice versa, too.
Yeah.
Seems like you guys get all the high-end performance stuff.
Yeah, for the most part. So the gentleman who I had come in to look at the RS the other day, he will be trading in I don't think he's got so much money, I don't think even he knows what kind of car he has. So it's either a 14, what was the last year of the GT500s? Was it 14 or 15? I think it was
13.
13? Okay, so I think this is a 18 GT350R that he's going to be trading in. So, and that has 19,000 miles on it.
Oh, that's a lot of miles for an R, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, he drives his cars, so. He said the only reason he's considering trading it is because apparently they have an inherent issue with oil, consuming oil. So he said when he goes out on a drive and he's like trying to put his foot into the car and all that sort of stuff, typically he has to bring a couple quarts of oil with him.
I wouldn't say it's that bad, but they definitely consume it.
Yeah.
What color is it?
It's white with the blue racing stripe down the center.
That's pretty. If he trades that in, I definitely want to check that one out.
Yeah, nothing sounds like those
flat plane cranks.
Yeah. And I think in the 350R they used a 5-liter. I want to say in the newer gens it's going to be a 5.2. But shouldn't make that much of a tone difference.
Not really.
But apparently they had to change the firing order of the cylinders, because if they kept the original firing order, it would have sounded like a Ferrari flat plane crank.
Yep.
So they wanted to change the sound of it.
They wanted to make it sound like a Mustang.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, I mean, I definitely agree with them on that decision. I think the GT350 was definitely a huge step in the right direction for the Mustang. It definitely became a sports car with that car.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty surprised when they first came out with the 350R came out prior to the 350, right?
I think so, or at least they unveiled the R first. I think they were right about the same time anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty surprised at the track capabilities of that car.
As was I, actually.
In my opinion, the Ford Mustang's always been the best handling muscle car out there.
I agree.
I feel like that the Chevy Camaro is definitely more a straight line speed monster.
And then the Challenger is a straight line speed monster.
Yeah, that's defined, yeah. But the Challenger definitely probably would struggle in the corners if I had to guess, right?
Oh, yeah. Mine isn't bad, but it doesn't feel willing like the GT350 does.
Yeah.
I think the only case where the Camaro is an excellent handling car is like the 1LEs.
Yeah, which is the top trim, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Which is essentially the GT350 trim.
Yeah.
You know, but even without the GT350 trim, you just go to the normal GT, it's a better handling car.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so if you're comparing apples to apples, instead of doing a 1LT, I'd do a GT350R instead.
Yeah, exactly. Plus the visibility is so much better.
And I like the styling of the Mustang too. I always have.
As have I, especially the 2015 Plus.
Yeah.
And then for 2018, when they refreshed it, it looked even better. .11 turbo. Amazing sound.
Yeah, the 2.9 really bellows.
It's a very throaty sound too. It almost sounds like the Ghibli.
Yep. Except without the nice exhaust system.
Yes.
But if I had to put my money on it, probably more reliable than the Ghibli
Oh
will be.
yes. Oh yes.
Probably going to depreciate less than the Ghibli will.
Oh yes.
But the Ghibli is cool looking, and it sounds amazing.
I think the Ghibli's pretty much at its low point. It might go down a little bit lower, but it's not gonna spike like it did.
No.
The fact that a four-door wagon can do that is insane.
Yeah.
And this isn't even the top trim. Could you get a turbo in Sport Turismo?
Ooh, I forget if they make a turbo Sport Turismo. I think you can get a GTS in a Sport Turismo.
And that's the top of the top.
Yeah, I believe so.
That has a V8 in it, though.
Yeah, twin turbo V8. But in all honesty, that's also making right around 450 horse, but equivalent torque. So it makes a little bit more torque than this one does.
Yep.
But not too much more horsepower, so
it's not a gigantic difference.
Yeah.
Now, do these feature launch control, the 4S's?
The 4S's only would if you had Sport Chrono, to the best of my knowledge.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. I know with the turbos, they of course do.
If we go to the car menu. Yeah, we don't have like a Sport Plus for the drive modes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Then that's Sport Chrono.
Yeah. For a stock exhaust, can't be disappointed.
Absolutely not. It's funny, you have two clocks. You have that clock and that one.
So yeah, you got the time there, you got the time there, and then you have the time here. So you got 3 areas where you can view the time.
So if you're late, that's on you.
Yeah, exactly. I will say though, you know, as a testament to Porsche's all-wheel drive system, when I went to this gentleman's house the other day to pick him up in the Cayenne, like I said, he lives out in the middle of nowhere up in Franconia Notch, so his driveway, I would say, was probably on a 20 to 25 degree grade. And I pulled up there in the Cayenne, and it was kind of thawing out, so there was still snow on the ground, but it was sunny up there, and it was pretty warm yesterday, so it was all starting to melt, so it was like an icy slush.
Yep.
And I had to go up this grade in the Cayenne with 21-inch rims and not the greatest tires because it was a pre-owned. But I put that thing in off-road mode and just crawled right up that grade. Had a little tire slip, but nothing major. And all that low-end torque when you have it in off-road mode, you can bring these cars anywhere.
Absolutely.
It's very similar to Audi's Quattro system. So
Exactly, because they're parent companies anyway.
That's been tried and true since the 60s, so.
That sand is brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is a windy day out there for sure.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this is an amazing car. I mean, huge step up from the first gen.
Yeah, I would say so. When I look at a Panamera from 2016 and prior, I'm like, I don't think I'd drive it.
Yep.
You know, in all honesty, just because of the different infotainment system, the way the buttons are laid out, it just kind of looks outdated at this point in time, even though it's a 2016. But 2017 and up, definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure. But thanks for coming along for the ride, Liam.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'll include a link to Porsche Stratum's information in the description box below. And stay tuned for the next episode.